James and Theo. Theo, what do you think of Everton?
Good.
I can't hear you. What do you think?
Good.
Who's the best team in the world?
In Everton.
Brilliant. James, I couldn't just ask you, who do you think's to blame for the mess Everton are in at the moment?
Well, there's a lot of people to blame in there. Obviously, it's the board because they have the decision over the managers. And obviously, the managers who are coming in obviously not good enough, but the players have got a lot to answer for as well. The players are not standing up and being accounted for. They're going into harden, and we need them to be there for us.
Do you think they're going to get relegated this year?
Well, last year the fans dragged them over the line, and it's only so much we can do as supporters. It's time for them to come out and show a bit of fight now. Hopefully this new manager who comes in can show it and get the players to show it as well.
Theo, you're going to wave goodbye. Frank Lampard's being sacked. Did you see that coming?
With this club, you could see anything coming, couldn't you? With this club, they're a disgrace. I followed them all my life. They're terrible. And the people who run it, I wouldn't let them run a chip shop. They haven't got a clue.
So, do you think it's not so much Frank's fault?
Well, he was left with a load of people's mess, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was left with a gang of, players who, whether they're good or they're bad, it was a mix, wasn't it? And he was just hard work for him, wasn't it? And no support off these, is there?
No, exactly. So who do you think's to blame? Do you blame the board or do you blame Frank?
The board. And Frank, I think the job was too big for him.
Yeah.
As well, for the situation we were in. They needed someone with an old head on the shoulders, someone who knows the way about a football ground or how to run a club.
Who do you think would be ideal for the job now?
Who'd be ideal for the job?
His name's like Sean Dyche, Marco Bielsa would be mentioned.
God, who could you have for the job there? I think you could give it to anyone. One of these kids, you want a job, you could give it to anyone. This club. Doesn't matter who you brought there. If you brought Houdini there, he couldn't do any good. Because they're ruined from the top to the bottom.
So do you think relegation's inevitable?
Yeah, I reckon it might have to happen for us to get back our thingy back, whatever we are.
Your mojo.
Our mojo, whatever you want to call it. We don't pay good money to sit there each week. And it's disgusting. What you see, there's no effort in them. There's, disgusting. No other thing you can say for them, is there?
Mark, we're at Goodison. The news has just come in that Frank's been sacked.
Yeah.
Right decision.
Ultimately, his record shows that it is the right move. Yeah, it's a real shame because Frank connected with the fans when he came in. To a degree, the fans did so much last year to unify the club, and Frank helped with that to try and get us over the line. But his record since has been a disaster, really. And he's not the coaching staff; it's just not worked. And the players are regressing. The team is plummeting towards the championship. It's only the decision they could make. Yeah.
Do you think relegation's a real threat to the club?
I do, mate. Yeah. It's the legacy that this board deserves. It's not the legacy the fans deserve. They've mismanaged it for so long now that. It's just gravity that's taken hold now, and it's the club's on a downward trajectory. We can't get players to perform. No one is performing at the club, and I feel like it seems inevitable.
Frank's fault or the board?
It's the board. Ultimately, it's the board's fault. Everything boils down to the board. Everything is their running of the club, their negligence, their self-serving, the way that they. Are totally oblivious to what's going on as well. It's been shocking how this great football club has been managed over the years. Frank is simply a symptom of a poorly run football club. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We've had Ancelotti, they've all come and gone. It's 8 managers now or something in 9 years. They just can't all be wrong. I'm not saying Frank deserves to stay. He didn't ultimately, but he's working in a poorly run football club that has reaped what it's sown in the years of bad recruitment.
Who do you think can save the club?
a new board, mate. Honest, we keep saying the new manager. It's not the new manager. Anyone could walk in. It doesn't matter anymore. The club is rotten to the core. What saves the club is Macheri selling or replacing that board instantly. It needs to happen instantly because fans are operating without hope. So for me, it's, you know, a manager can come in, but he's always hamstrung by the way this club's run.